Wake up, wake up, wake up.
And stay woke. Like some grits with butter.
You know it well now.
Man, we cutting it off, baby.
Battery.
I'm not going to do it this time. I'm going to try to figure it out.
Man. What's up, man? What's good, America?
Of the South. This is the place where sports, business, and entertainment collide. And we're going to give it to you rough, rugged, and raw. So come get you a spoonful. Like some grits with butter and salt. You know how we do it in the South, y'all. Make sure you do not get caught in your feelings. Strap on your seatbelt and enjoy the ride. Come on, let's go. All right, I'll stop it there, man. I had to make sure it worked.
What's good, America? What's good, B. Brown?
What's good, man? I had to make sure it worked. I've been messing it up the last few weeks for the Ball Hog Sports Talk, so pardon me while I got that right, but it's all good. We still
sometimes we operate without nets. We just keep it moving. What's going on, man?
Keep it moving. If those of you who don't know what it is, it's the Sports Freestyle Hot 16. We still got our 16 minutes, so I wanted to make sure that the theme song was right for tomorrow's Ball Hog Sports Talk. Love being with Big Flo from the Big Flo Show. Sports Freestyle Hot 16.
Hot 16, Volume 16. This is our golden episode.
Episode. All right, so that means I got to get 16. We're at the point now where if you watched this in the past, we've been a little lax about the 16 minutes. But the golden episode, the 16th episode, Hot 16, 16 minutes, we're going to get it right. We're going to do 16 minutes of that fire. Right? We got this.
Let's go. Starting now.
Let's go. All right. So let me get the clock. Let me get the clock.
First thing I noticed. So Super Bowl, right? Everybody knows who won the Super Bowl. Great story, do whatever. But did you see Tom Brady getting it in on the boat after the Super Bowl? Did you see that?
On the boat, I did see Tom Brady getting in on the boat. He threw the Lombardi trophy. And he also admitted that there was some tequila involved. I saw him getting in on the boat.
Only Tom Brady can get away with that. But you know what, though? He's the GOAT. He gets to do it. He trusts his receivers. He threw a nice pass. They caught it. It's one of those things that if you drop it in the ocean, you're a jerk. But since nothing happened, it's just like, okay, whatever.
You got away with that one.
Got away with it.
Tom Brady wins again. How do you get away with that one? Yeah.
So, but what you didn't notice after the boat, I'm a conspiracy theorist guy. So I got looking some stuff and I try to figure things out. So did you see how he got off the boat? Did you notice that?
Wobbly. Yeah, he had the wobbly, the stanky leg.
It was a two-hander. So we've all been there before where, one of your guys puts his arm around you and we go. But when you have a two-hand support, that means you're beyond, you're a danger to yourself. Would you agree?
Faded.
Has anyone ever had to hold you with two hands to walk you somewhere?
I shall not confirm or deny. But
right, unless they're asking you to leave.
I'll say this: no one has had to hold me after winning a Super Bowl MVP, let alone my 7th Super Bowl.
I'm not passing judgment.
The whole world is showing.
Is watching. I believe he's been 21 twice in his life.
Yes,
43 years old. He's been drinking longer than he hasn't been allowed to drink. So that's not a judgment.
Grown man. Yeah.
Story I read today gives me little questions.
My wife just I know my wife just bought some Chick-fil-A in here. It's like I'm so hungry smelling it, but go ahead. All right.
Like Chick-fil-A. But
Chick-fil-A. Oh my gosh. Chick-fil-A. One day y'all gonna sponsor
Chick-fil-A.
Oh man, I cannot believe how good that smells. All right. I messed up the question, but I'm here.
Messed up the question. So
I was just letting you know what I'm fighting through to hear this question.
I understand, man. But now you messing with 16 minutes. Though.
Okay, all right, we go 17 today.
We're gonna go 17. Get extra minutes for extra time, like soccer. Extra time. The ref will just hold it back. So listen. Story today. He has to have a minor knee surgery. So I said, I don't remember no limping. In the story, it said Tom Brady has to have a minor knee surgery. This injury is something he's been dealing with this surgery's been planned for quite some time. Although he didn't show up on any injury reports this year, and it wasn't really an injury, just more something his get fixed. So here's what I'm going to say. This is the conspiracy that I have.
Okay.
Tom Brady was on this boat. Tom Brady got really drunk on the boat. If you notice when he threw the trophy, his son said, don't do it, right? You can hear his son saying not to throw it, and he throws it.
Right.
When he's leaving the boat, said family is nowhere to be found, right?
Right.
when he's leaving the boat, they walking by the media, right? Everyone's taking pictures and doing whatever. They still think the best thing to do is to keep walking Tom Brady. I'm wondering what he did on that boat. What kind of out-of-pocketness he got into on that boat that he's walking Sans family, being helped with both hands, paraded by the media. That was the best thing. And now the man needed knee surgery. I think Tom Brady had wobbly legs, bad step, messed his knee up, knee surgery. Final answer. What do you think?
Oh, you think it happened on the boat through the
within that day? All of a sudden, something happened. His legs, he did the thing where he's just throwing those sticks out in front of those legs, and they're just wobbling back and forth.
I mean, I'm gonna be honest. You went way deep on that, and I like it. You know what I'm saying? I like you went deep. You went deep on that one. I don't know, man. I think maybe
he just was hurt.
At 43, this is the time in your life where things have been planned for a while. You put it off till a certain amount of time. But at the same time, I like your story better because that means Tom Brady really just showed out. Not only did I do all the things that I described, winning the 7th and another MVP, but in doing so, I got faded and tore my knee in front of the owner.
Oh, yeah, I don't care media. I don't care who records. It doesn't matter. My kids are here. Regardless, doesn't matter.
He's 43 though, man. He's 43.
He's grown. He grown to 6.
Nah, 43, but meaning that he might really have had a lingering issue. At 43, we have lingering issues.
Or he can't handle getting drunk and wobbly leg like that. He's not limber like we were when we was 20.
You might be on to something, man.
Might be on to something, man. But
eventually it's gonna get out. Somebody gonna snitch.
I'm being messy. Right now I'm being messy.
So all right, I like that one. I like that. You start off with a bang. I like that. Okay. What else we got today?
Speaking of messy, moving right along. Russell Wilson came out publicly at a press conference and said, I get hit too much. I get tackled too much. I'm being sacked too often. And it's a problem. I don't appreciate it. I need this organization to protect me. I get hit way too much. He was sacked the 3rd most times in the NFL this year. And through his career, he's like the all-time leader of getting hit.
Wasn't feeling it.
Is he out of pocket for coming out publicly and saying he gets sacked too much?
All right, so I'm glad you qualified it publicly because out of pocket, no, you're not supposed to be getting sacked that many times, and someone needs to answer for that if I'm your asset. But to say it publicly, yeah, maybe. I mean, that's not going to make it really no upside. Really no upside. But I look, after watching 43-year-old Tom Brady play in a Super Bowl where he almost didn't get touched, I can see where it could be frustrated. It might just be he's a little upset because he watched that like this 43-year-old dude ain't getting touched. I'm out there running for my life, especially while watching Patrick Mahomes run for his life.
Passes,
he's just
underhanded chicken wing passes.
It triggered an ugly reality, a deep dark feeling that he had, and somebody caught him while he was having that feeling, got that feeling, and put a mic in front of his face. So yeah, maybe he could have kept that to himself. He should have kept that to himself.
I'm gonna go here. Russell Wilson is known as an NFL nice guy, right? Good guy, very religious guy.
Can I eat one fry? One fry. I'm listening to you, but I need one fry.
French fry. That's okay. One French fry. That's that's more of a waffle. I think that's more like 6 fries put together. That's terrible. Go ahead. I'm cutting carbs. I don't even want to watch you eat that stuff. But anyway, long story short, I think it's Russell Wilson. Sometimes nice guys finish last, and I think now he has to realize, like, I got to step up and say something because I've been getting hit. He already doesn't get the respect that he deserves as an NFL top level quarterback.
Right.
Listen to Colin Cowherd. He'll just, he goes on and on about it, but he's right. Statistically, he does so well, and he's done such a good job while getting hit like this, and he's not getting the love. Another thing he says he's upset about was he doesn't feel like he's part of the decisions. He's not consulted enough in the organization decisions, and I think that comes along with the lack of respect of what he's accomplished because most of those quarterbacks, I think, are part of the decisions. When you say, or you think that he's asking for too much?
Again, I think Tom Brady being out there, and this is not all about Tom Brady, but it is all about Tom Brady being out there and being celebrated for his executive decisions that either you believe directly or indirectly he influenced. I think, again, it's just you hear all of that and you say stuff that has been down there deep and dark because you got to make him feel a certain way. Russell Wilson's a great player. He's been one of the best in this league for as long as I can remember. But
doesn't miss games.
But if he feels as though he's locked out, figuratively and literally locked out of the decision-making room, then I can see where he'd be upset about it.
He'd like to trade a couple left tackles, right tackles, guard, maybe a center here and there,
But that again, that's the kind of stuff you want to knock on an executive's door. You want to go to front office and say, look, because you've got the example in front of you. Exhibit A. Look what Tom Brady did when he was able to influence decisions. Let's talk about why I'm not able to influence decisions here in Seattle. So he probably should have done it that way. But if you find the right time and you got the right mic, one of them sonic boom joints that's going to pick up everything, and you put it in front of a person that's feeling hot up under the collar, they're going to say some stuff they probably shouldn't have said. It ain't like Twitter. You can't delete the tweet. You said it. It's in the universe. And so it's there now.
I find no coincidence. The only person who got sacked, only two people got sacked more than him this year were Carson Wentz and he got benched, so he got sacked a lot more.
Right,
and then Deshaun.
Right,
and I think it's no coincidence. Deshaun's publicly come out and say he'd like to get a trade, so now he's out there trying to get a trade himself. And I think Russell Wilson's tired of being this nice guy sitting around getting sacked all the time, not saying anything. So you know what? He used his one of his lifelines to say, all right, I'm gonna turn in one of my whole cards and I'm gonna do some hoish type stuff and go forward. He got to do it, man. He's a superstar. He got to do what he's got to do. He needs to survive. He wants to play. He wants to chase Sierra around the house.
My sons, my sons are playing quarterback, man. So I'm all for protect the quarterback.
Yeah. And as a lineman, I don't know. It's tough, dude, calling you out like that. But if it was up to him, you wouldn't be on the team anyway. He would get the next guy. So.
He would get somebody better. But let's hope they respond to it well. I think the front office will. And Russell Wilson he's everything you want in a quarterback. So maybe you got to deal with a little bit of that. That's his bad boy coming out. You got to deal with some of this bad boy too. Bad boys around here getting paid. So let me make sure I do what's right for my body and right for my team.
No doubt. So, all right, next topic. So we talk about the Super Bowl. We talk about Tom Brady, 43 years old, win the Super Bowl. We look at Gronkowski, who really wasn't doing much, bragged about the fact that he didn't work out, how he used to change his shirts and do different workouts, whatever. He comes, he steps up and gets 2 touchdowns in the Super Bowl. They're still out here. But the stories that I focus on, look and say, if 5 years ago I'd have told you that there's a Super Bowl and Le'Veon Bell, Shady McCoy, and AB were involved, none of them were really a major factor in the game. Would you believe me?
Oh, absolutely not. Absolutely not. We right over halfway. So
what's to be said? What's to be said, man? Listen.
Give me that one.
We're
halfway.
Halfway.
Yeah. So give me a ball hog. Cause I'm about to go in right now.
Oh, it's your ball hog. My fault.
Yeah. No, I'm pointing at it, man. I got it. We could do now 17 and a half minutes.
Okay. We're going to ball hog.
People don't know how hard it is to both do the content,
production, and try to be funny, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, all that. Everyone.
And I don't even have French fries.
Yeah,
I don't even have French fries. So,
Chick-fil-A, y'all come sponsor us.
Man, we can't get a sponsorship up free like that. Come on, man.
Yeah, I know. No. They're gonna one day they're gonna come back. They're gonna pay more the next time. All right, go ahead. I messed up your question.
I wonder, the off the field stuff, guys are still in their prime. It takes away the momentum. I mean, when you look at it, it doesn't always happen, guys. Some dudes come back and they miss time and they come back and they're great. But man, it's hard, man. AB did all that clown stuff. He came back. It just really wasn't a big deal. He's got a touchdown, but really wasn't a big deal in the game. You look at Le'Veon Bell, you don't even know he's on the team.
Yeah, I think when it comes to Gronk and AB, they got the last laugh only because they played the longest. But your point still is valid that these guys came back and weren't significant pieces to making it to the Super Bowl, let alone once you get there, you got, Shady McCoy and Le'Veon Bell who didn't even touch the field. So I but at the same time, that's what it takes. When you are Shady McCoy, Le'Veon Bell, and you are integral parts of teams and you're doing all this stuff. Were they on the boat? Like, were they on the boat? Or do they just absolutely they got a chip. They got a chip. Were they on Tom Brady's boat? No. But they weren't invited. He wasn't invited on their boat. They got a little canoe over there. You know what I'm saying? They still get the ring.
But does it count?
Oh, yes.
Does it count?
Yes. Okay. Yes. I mean, when you look at someone's Super Bowl ring, the last thing you ask them is how many snaps that you played. It's a Super Bowl ring. It's
it's just 2 categories though, right? There's the John Sallies of the world who are on the Bulls. He won the Super Bowl champion. He's happy. Or he was an integral part. But you take guys who are along for the ride. If I was on an NFL team that won the Super Bowl and I was along for the ride, that's fine. There was a Notre Dame kid, tight end that we had that was from our area, and he was on the Giants one year when they won the Super Bowl, and he was on some other team, I think New Orleans, when they won the year before. He along for the ride. We brag about those. But when you're a goon and you could Super Bowl, you can't say you know, when they start talking about NFL Hall of Fame and stuff like that, they can't say you won 2 Super Bowls. That can't go on your resume.
It goes on your resume.
It can't go on your resume.
For Hall of Fame?
Okay, so I don't know if none of these guys are in Hall of Fame guys, right? You think
I think all of them will be in a conversation at some point. Shady McCoy has numbers. Le'Veon Bell, when you look at total yards, the amount of receptions, the amount of rushing yards, I think the thing that killed him is that year off would have been probably his best of all years. AB, they will all be in a conversation that will at some point include Super Bowl ring. Yes.
AB at least scored a touchdown, right?
Yeah, which is big.
It was big.
Yeah,
but, a
few other catches. Maybe
if Shady McCoy comes down to the Super Bowl and they say you can't put Super Bowl champion on his resume, he didn't play in the game. You can't put that on the resume.
He didn't play in 2 games. He's a two-time
Super Bowl champion with zero sweat. Never showered after the game. First one to pop bottle. He was pouring the champagne for people in their cup.
Team effort.
But you can't put that on his resume. So anyway, we digress. Speaking of Hall of Fame.
Yep.
What do we think, man? We got Calvin Johnson, we got Lynch, we got Manning, we got Faneca.
Some people are calling it the best class ever.
Yeah.
I'm not willing to go there. We got recency bias because of the modern day players all being very modern day. I think John Lynch had to wait the longest in terms of modern day with 8 finalist appearances before he made it in. These players are so new to the game. I can't believe Calvin Johnson's the first ballot Hall of Fame and Terrell Owens is not. That's just not fair.
Right. I think T.O. needs to go back and re-boycott again.
Yeah.
Because that's unfair that you're going to put him out there. I want to make sure I didn't miss anybody who's there. Faneca, Johnson. Oh, I forgot Charles Woodson. Charles Woodson, fantastic.
Charles Woodson. Yeah, I thought you said Charles Woodson and Peyton Manning up front. But those two are okay.
Yeah. So I didn't say Charles Woodson. So
they're in the same Heisman class too. So
yeah. So I mean, those guys you can't argue. And I'm not saying Calvin Johnson's not a Hall of Famer. I think he's a Hall of Famer. But you got to set precedents. Well, you can't tell T.O. he has to wait. But they told T.O. he has to wait just because they didn't like him. That was just their revenge, just piss him off. So did T.O. wait 2 times? It was third year he got it or second year?
I think he waited
third time. Third ballot.
Third time. I think he was a third.
Because he was saying the first time
he made a big
trip,
thing.
The second time he got mad. Third time. So you can't put Calvin Johnson there and then
third time he's like, I'm not going to show up.
I'm throwing my own Hall of Fame. I'll do my own thing. Well, Sarah, same time, by the way. So I don't know. I think that's interesting. Faneca, fantastic player. Peyton Manning, obviously, he was going to be a first time guy. Lynch, now that I found out he had to wait 8 times, yeah, you're a flap guy. I'll give it to you. Faneca,
yeah, and he was quite a player. Faneca was quite a player. But it just shows, man, it's a popularity contest that if you did anything to become unpopular, you're never going to win it.
Yeah.
And John Lynch and Faneca were very popular players. That's our 16. We got a bonus minute and a half. So let me put it at a minute and a half.
I got a bonus minute and a half. I want to switch over to something I saw today that I didn't like. Jerry Rice comes out and he says that Peyton Manning is. I'm sorry, Tom Brady is the GOAT. That's blasphemy.
Jerry Rice said that.
It's blasphemy. Blasphemy.
I get it. We talk about recency bias when it comes to thinking of the Hall of Fame, and people calling this the greatest Hall of Fame class ever. So tough to say that. I think the same thing is true with the greatest. I'm not going to get too deep into it because, as you know, when the Ball Hawk Sports Talk tomorrow, there will be some discussions around this issue.
This topic. You know what?
This particular topic.
But tune in tomorrow, and I'm going to let you know what I think about why that's disrespectful and utter blasphemy.
Blasphemy.
We'll wait tomorrow. Tune in tomorrow.
You called it blasphemy. Man,
blasphemy.
You ain't messing around.
Blasphemy.
I'm sorry I had to eat these fries, man.
That's fantastic, man.
A place that should go unnamed.
It's half-price wing night tonight. I'm going to do my shameless plug. Anybody want to hang out? I'll be at Crosstown, half-price wings. Come in, check me out. Buy me a wing. I'm not drinking. But I'll watch you drink a beer, and then we'll roll.
I'll drink one for you, man. Cheers. Make sure that you guys tune in tomorrow. The Ball Hawk Sports Talk with your boy B. Brian ESQ, a.k.a. The Ball Hawk, a.k.a. The Mountain South, a.k.a. Mr. Excessive Celebration with my man Big Flo from the Big Flo Show. We're going to be tearing it down on the Ball Hawk Sports Talk. We got a whole bunch of good content. So come check us out.
And if you haven't seen last night, I did a really good interview with Ian Book, all-time winningest quarterback Notre Dame.
We'll see that.
Next week, I have Steve Wilfong, who's a national sports writer the head of national sports writing for 24/7 Sports. So all you guys out there with college kids, tune in next Tuesday. We'll be having that show. But other than that,